My Republic Day greetings to one and all. At the dawn of history, India started on her unending quest, and trackless centuries are filled with her striving and the grandeur of her successes and her failures. Through good and ill fortunes alike, she has never lost sight of that quest or forgotten the ideals which gave her strength. We end today a period of ill fortunes and India discovers herself again. Joint Directors Shri Umesh Saraf and Shri Rajiv Sabharwal, faculty and staff, Parade Commander Shri Shivanand Surve, probationers of 69RR, officers of Nepal, Bhutan and Maldives, ladies, gentlemen and children. I congratulate all the officers on parade for your first parade, and I'm sure you feel the pain and pleasure of what you have achieved in this short span of just over 1 month. Congratulations also to the winner of the President's Police Medal for Distinguished Service, Sub-Inspector Shri V. Ram Mohan Rao, and winners of the Indian Police Medal for Meritorious Service, Head Constables Shri G.S. Chundawat and Shri Bhavarlal. Freedom and power bring responsibility. That responsibility rests upon this assembly, a sovereign body representing the sovereign people of India. Before the birth of freedom, we have endured all the pains of labor, and our hearts are heavy with the memory of this sorrow. Some of those pains continue even now. Nevertheless, the past is over, and it is the future that beckons to us now. These were the words with which our first Prime Minister inaugurated not just our independence, but also the Constituent Assembly and our place in the comity of free nations of the world. The echoes of this voice ring as true today as they did 70 years ago in 1947. Today, as we stand arraigned on this parade ground, let us take a step back to reflect on the fact that an entire human lifetime has passed since the day we achieved our independence. And yet these words hold true. India, through all these decades, has not lost sight of her quest or her ideals that gave her strength. But the history of modern India asks us, what is that quest? What are those ideals? We are fortunate that we live in a day and age where we have a living embodiment of these, our Constitution. A document which in legal parlance is referred to as the paramount parchment. But yet it is a living, breathing document that tells us what we as a nation stand for. Republic Day, therefore, is not just a celebration of the date when the Constitution came into being, it is an observance of the date when we decided what we wanted to become as a nation. Those of you who are familiar with the Harry Potter series will remember the instance where the Sorting Hat tells Harry that it is not who you are that is important, it is who we choose to be that defines us. And 70 years ago, we chose to be a society that was sovereign, socialist, secular and democratic. We chose to assure justice, equality and liberty to our citizens. In short, we as Indians chose to be the greatest democracy that humanity has ever seen. In 7 decades, we have traveled far on the road of those choices. We have lived through the tumult of the Cold War, the aggression of the unipolar world, and watched democracy stifled in our neighborhood. We have been attacked, isolated, and yet emerged victorious with our ideals and democracy intact. For a nation of India's complexity and diversity, this is indeed a feat worthy of world history. And yet we live in a time when the fabric of our constitutional legacy is under threat by various pressures. As IPS officers at the advent of your careers, it will fall upon your epaulettes to keep these ideals and that quest alive. This 26th of January 2017, I charge each one of you to take India's quest as your own, to take her ideals as your own, for in doing so, you will be embracing her strength and resilience. In this Herculean task, let the Constitution be your lodestone. This cannot happen if you think of the Constitution as a sacrosanct book to be revered only by lip service. It will happen when you delve through its pages and grapple with larger-than-life concepts such as the right to life, procedure established by law, freedom of religion and conscience, abolition of untouchability, to name a few. It will happen when you familiarize yourself with the great pronouncements of the Apex Court on constitutional freedoms, landmark judgments that are at the center of our work as law enforcers. My message to you this Republic Day is to commit yourself to our constitutional ideals when you impart justice, not in a superfluous sense, but with erudition and deep understanding as befits the leaders of one of the world's largest police forces. As Sri Ambedkar said, they cannot make history who forget history. Let me quote to you the words of Albert Einstein. The strength of the Constitution lies entirely in the determination of each citizen to defend it. Only if every single citizen feels duty-bound to do his share in this defense are the constitutional rights secure. Unquote. And to India, our much-loved motherland, the ancient, the eternal, and the ever-new, we pay our reverent homage and we bind ourselves afresh to her service. Jai Hind!